words before you start,
Uh-huh.
and then I will give you the floor.
Uh-huh.
Just checking translations.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hello everyone. We are going to start our lecture tips on how to identify scammers, held by Dianchik, and it's our pleasure to have her on Cloud Forum and being so open and devoted to the Bitclout community, doing this just for free and giving us an opportunity to learn from her. And yeah, we are a little bit sorry that we start a little bit late, but I think it's worth waiting for this piece of information. So I'm giving the floor to Dianchik. She will start the lecture. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you will find this information useful and won't be losing any of your money going forward to any of the scams. And I would like to clarify who I personally consider a scam before we go forward. A scam to me is someone who creates a profile with the intent of collecting the money, having people buy into the coin, and then basically cashing out all of their coins within like a short period of time and disappearing, and then opening another account and doing the same thing. So basically, there are a few scam chains that are taking place over and over on Bitclout. Some of you probably have been a victim to one of those scams. I personally was a victim numerous times, and that's when I started to figure out how they work, what to look out for, and just basically learning on my personal experience. Um, I'll just mention that in the past, I've worked in the travel industry, and investigating customer um, complaints was part of my job description. So I sort of did that kind of investigating work, and worked in the booking system, which was also code based. So I did a little bit of coding, was able to read codes. Um, Myself, I see some messages coming in. How do I read those messages?
It's okay, we don't see messages.
Oh, I see them. Okay. Um, yes, so where was I? So basically, when you think of who you look at someone's profile, and it's you just basically need to apply basic logic. Every account has somewhat of a life cycle. New accounts are very popular and they attract the interest of investors because the coin is worth not a lot, and people think that if they buy in early, they can get a return on their investment, in the near future, as that person gets more seen on the platform, and depending on their level of interaction with other people, depending on the like how active they are on the platform. People get into, people get interested in that account, which is what scammers are after. Normally, those accounts live within maybe 6 days to a week. The longest I've seen were a month long, and those accounts ended up cashing a lot of money. So it's really something to consider when you basically analyze someone's profile for an investment. Let me show you the tools that I use when I analyze accounts. So first off, it would be Bitclout. You all know this this website. It's perfect for the kind of information you will need in your analysis, which is your account, the account age, when account was created. You can see if there were any name changes done. You can see, all the basic statistics needed for you to analyze how active this person is, how popular this account will be. Basically, you see the levels of activity here. You see how big the wallet is. Those are some of the things I look at. How big the wallet is, like if they have any kind of investments. A lot, some scams, they don't even invest into other people. They just, if they're not sophisticated enough, they just put everything back into their coin. They just want to, within 5 to 6 days, they want to get as much as they can and then leave. Over here, you can see what they invested into. You can kind of gather some information from that as well, and who invested in them. The next tool I use in my research is the history, transaction history. So over here, it goes from recent to the oldest. You can just scroll all the way down. Over here, what you want to look at is something that is very important to remember. The really only detail you want to look for when you analyze an account is where the money came from to purchase the first coin. Because if you think of this person being a new person on the platform, just signing up, the person either needs to bring in money via Bitcoin exchange, or someone else, if he or she has a friend on the platform, will be sending that money into this person's account. On Bitclout Signal history log, you will see how those coins were purchased. Okay, we're gonna look at and it's very important to make sure that the person, how many coins the person purchased. Was it him who purchased the coins first, or was it another account who purchased the coins for them and then possibly sent the coins to the account holder? Like all of that information you can find here. You can also find, I'm sure you can all read this table. You've got the days, the times, and then who bought in, who sold. You've got amounts, and then how big of those coins were sold or purchased, and then how many coins in circulation, what the price was at. And then you can kind of scroll down and find at what point the coin the owner of the account, the scammer basically, cashed out, to see the date, the time, how much they took away. Those are some of the things you will, like, we'll see that this person cashed his coins on June 20th, took out $606. And that's the kind of information you might need in your further research. And then I also use Bitclout signal for transfers of Bitclout. Over here, you can see who sent money to who. And you will be able to do that by just switching the name after here in the end. Switching the handle to whatever handle you're studying, and just read this table here. Again, it starts from the earliest up to the latest transaction. So what here you want to look at is the very first transaction, because that's the transaction that starts the account. So whoever has the intent to start this account, the money to buy the coin will be among the first couple of transfers. And then what you want to know is where the money was sent to. And then the fourth tool I use is affiliated clout. Affiliated clout is sort of similar to Bitclout signal for transfers, but it gives you a little bit more information on like the very first transaction. If it's been Bitcoin exchange, you will see that it will show you Bitcoin exchange. Let me look up someone. So we'll start with okay. Wait, let's see who they changed that name to. This was a scammer a while ago. They must have changed the name. So all the handles you find in any of these tools are current names on Bitclout. So when Bitclout signal shows you the name, you can be sure that that's the exact name you will find on Bitclout, as well as affiliated clout. If you don't know what affiliated clout is, it's this awesome product by these guys. All you need to do is just have 0.1 of their coins to have access to their bot, and you use the bot on Telegram. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're gonna look up this girl. So she is a scammer who, you see, she has no coins of her own. We can look up what happened to that account in transaction history. So, okay, on June 12th, she purchased 5 of her coins. What I do is I copy the key And then I send into the key into the affiliated bot, and then wait for the bot to reply. I will also look it up here. Sometimes if account is old enough and there aren't a lot of, or there are too many transactions, here affiliated cloud just responded and showed me the only transaction in this girl's account on the 12th of June at 4:16 p.m. She got a basic transfer from this public key. So this account doesn't have a handle. What you can do is you can copy it and then look it up. And then you got all Bitclout transfers into this account. And then again, and then something I want to point out, anytime a new account is created with a phone number, you will have Merlin as the first transaction sending, you know, 0 point some cents into the account. If there's no Merlin, it means this account was created by an already existing account on Bitclout. So let's see what's been happening here. We've got another transfer from another public key. So I'm always interested in the very first transfer into the account because that's the account who is interested in creating this account. So we're just gonna trace it back. So they've been running this amount of $21 through several public key accounts, I guess, to cover their tracks. So this is what you do. Just keep tracing it back. Keep tracing it back until you see someone's name. Okay, we've got some Kaiser. You can do the same thing on Bitclout Signal. So the first transaction is this amount of money coming from this public key account. You can look up what was up in that account, and you see that the money has been moving from account to account to account. And then we want to go to the very first one to see who that was, and then just keep tracing it back. Tracing it back. It's almost the same thing we just did on affiliated cloud, and we got the same name, Kaiser. Okay, let's go see what happened to Kaiser. Okay, account has 0 coins purchased, but we can also see if there was any activity before in this account. Looks like something was happening there. Okay, he bought and he sold. It's a little boring, but let's see who sent money to him. Okay, another public key account. We'll just keep tracing it. And keep tracing it. Yeah, so they really are trying to cover their tracks by using so many anonymous accounts. Mm-hmm. And this all is taking place on the same day, June 10th. Just keep sending the same amount through a bunch of accounts, thinking no one can track that. Just keep tracing it back. Okay, so we see someone's name. Let's see what happened to that guy or girl. Okay, obviously that's a rug pool account. We can check and see what the actual name was before it's been changed. Beatriz Santos. Okay, that was, yeah, that was pretty, it happened pretty fast. Let's see how much money they took out. Okay, so bought her own coin. Okay, nobody wanted her. 47, sold for $47. Okay, that was an unfortunate scam, but we can keep tracing it down, see what else happened there. Okay, so we've got something. Okay, let's see what Kayesha did. Okay, no coins of her own. Again, she bought $10 of her own coin, and then some people bought in, some people bought in, so on and so forth. Okay, and here she took out $98. Yeah, we can really just keep tracing it back. If we, so with the affiliated bot, you can look up incoming transfers and outgoing transfers. But switching from like one to another is not very convenient. So I like checking affiliated bot for incoming transactions because I want to see when it was a Bitcoin exchange, which Bitclout signal for transfers doesn't show. So what Bitclout signal for transfers does show is all incoming and outgoing transfers. Like in this case, we see where money came from and where money went to. And we will also trace it back. Trace it back. And you can trace it either way. So that Melissa girl was around a while ago. So there's obviously a history of those other scams that were before her done by the same person or maybe a group of people, who knows. And then there are scams that are going after her, also done by those people. You can look them up either way, going forward and going into the past. Yeah, so there's that account that we just looked at. Yeah, some other names showing up. What? Okay. And then another interesting one is to see how much has been sent to where. Like this Remy Shan account got $195. Let's see who that person was. Possibly also a rug pull because there's no coins of their own. Who is Bear Investor? Also a dead account. No coins. Okay, I think the logic is pretty clear. Let's see where Melissa sent her money to. We'll just go back to her. Okay. So after she rug pulled $137, she sent it to this account. And then we'll just follow the money. Yeah, there was some Mackenzie Margaret who was probably running at the same time. This girl. Yeah. Yeah, so sometimes they run several scams at the same time. Also, no coins. And these are the victims. Whoops. Okay, we'll just keep scrolling. Keep following the trail, see where it all went. We've got Polynesian tattoo, which is actually an active account right now. We can keep following the trail. Who is that? Pulak. Another obvious rug pull. They all been sending money to this account. Is this where it all stops? Yeah. Okay, let's go back. We've got this amount. Oh yeah, so it's been split between this Kwah whatever network and this public key account. So this account must be somehow involved in running the scam. And you can always also see who started this account, which is this undervalued coins account. Still sort of an active account. Yeah. Anytime you see a large amount sent into an account for no reason, or like who knows for what reason, it's kind of interesting. Why does this account runs the scam, or what's the connection? Yeah. What else? So yeah, one of the ways that they can start the account is by sending Bitclout. Another way for them to start an account is by purchasing by having another account purchase their coins and then gift it to them, which is what I noticed this morning with this account, who I remember seeing as Crypto Talker, and he appeared right after was it Crypto Dan, another rug pool guy. And it was a little suspicious to me. Someone with almost the same name would appear again. So, but the only reason I wasn't sure about him being a scam was because he had no transaction history. Or transfer history. I'll just look him up here. Yeah, so these two are Merlin money, which Bitclout signal doesn't show. Okay, that one's still working. And then the last one is where money went to. Yeah, so he sent it. He had another one running. CLTLY. CLTLY. Yeah. But looking at his transaction history, you kind of see what happened, how he was able to purchase his first coins. Like you see, he's got 0 to begin with, and then he got $44. Okay, now it's not showing me. Wait. Anyways, the history here shows us that Angel Fund and Hello Darkness purchased coins. Were among the first buyers of this coin. And then if you scroll all the way down, Hello Darkness is purchasing again. And then Angel Fund again purchases. And then Mike Drops, which is the handle of this account, sells 9 of his coins, but Angel Funds only sells 0.3. And the dark history is not even among people selling coins. And if you look at his coin holders, dark history is not even close to being here. So as the Angel, Hello Darkness. Yeah. Hello Darkness purchased a lot more than this. And based on the history, hasn't sold a single coin. So those two are definitely connected, right? What must have happened is this person had these 2 other accounts. He purchased his first coins with those accounts and then gifts or sends the coins to Mike Drops. And then Mike Drops is able to sell them all in the end. Without needing the funds to purchase his own coins first. So that's another way how they manage to get the first coins and staying out of the radar of like the transfers. Yeah, so that's another one. Another account, not long, another recent scam was this girl. Her account also didn't have any Bitclout transfers. So she did have a Instagram account with photos from like 2019, which I thought was, I had a doubt about her for a moment. But what looked suspicious to me is her wallet size was like $1,000 big for an account of like six days old, which seemed very suspicious. What I think happened here is whoever was before this account figured that sending Bitclout directly into this account will be too obvious for people like me. So they did it via coins. They sent creator coins, someone else's coins, and then she was able to sell them and purchase her own coins. Yeah, we can actually look her up, look her history. Yeah, so at the start, she had what? Okay, on the 21st, she got $40 from Queen H. But she purchased her first coins in the beginning of June. So she's been active since June 8th. She was able to purchase her coins having no funds, seemingly no funds. This is Merlin sending her some cents. So the only way she would be able to purchase this is selling another creator's coins. So she purchased her own coins having no funds, which was really suspicious. And then she actually had a lot of funds in her account if she was able to buy other creators as well and have a wallet of $1,000 worth of $1,000. Yeah, here she sold $352. I did warn a lot of people about her, so they sold, and she probably figured that people were onto her. Oh yeah, another one we should look at. Another famous scammer was Matt O'Donnell. Okay, this is not his account. this is some other. Let's look up.
Diana,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'd like to ask a question. So you've shown the account called Mike Drops, and it is affiliated with Hello Darkness, as far as I understand.
Yes.
And it seems to you that they are scams.
Yes.
Let's check who owns the coins, and let's make shout out to those guys to give them a reminder. So I think I will publish it in cloud form.
Okay, yeah, let's look into them. It's Hello Darkness and Angel, was it Angel History? Okay, well, Hello Darkness hasn't been really active, but Hello Darkness started, Angel Fund started Hello Darkness account. And we can look up Angel Fund account. Yeah, so like all of these accounts are potential scams that Angel Fund was running.
Angel Fund.
Who was Matt Diamond?
But it has like $42 for now. Coin price is $42.
In Hello Darkness or in Angel Fund?
Angel Fund. Hello Darkness, $3. It's
yeah. Hello Darkness is a rug pull. So Angel Fund is also like a rug pull.
I see.
Yeah, so $42.
What was the pattern of his behavior? Did he rug pull? Did he has his own money for some time?
Who?
Angel Fund.
Yeah, we can check that. So this is Hello Darkness's account, right? He got his first couple of cents to open this account from Angel Fund. Let's look up Angel Fund. Are there any other questions or comments? I think I saw some.
Yeah, I have some questions. I'm just watching what you are showing us, and it's incredible. It would be nice to have, like in future, I mean, some sort of lecture notes that will be very perfect. And I've noticed that you are using like three main tools for that. It's affiliated cloud, it's Prosper Cloud, and Bitclout Signal. And what about Bitclout Pulse? Is it useful?
I haven't really used it much. Maybe I need to look into it. Like what aspects of it would be useful. So we're looking. Yeah, well, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was about to say that definitely these three tools work perfectly for you. So
exactly, and for anyone who uses them. So we're looking at Angel Fund, and these are all incoming transfers. Like we can see, okay, this account sends into Angel Fund $101. Let's see what happened to it. It's a rug pull account. Yeah, so you got to ask yourself, why would a rug pull send? What we also can do, we can see when this account rug pulled. Okay, April 21st, 2156. The money were sent at on April 22nd. Well, depending on the whatever time differences between the two apps. Yeah, pretty. So all math is coming together. Let's see when this one rug pulled. Not all of them do that though. Some of them wait a few days. Okay, this one. What are we looking at? Wealth Simple. Okay. This one was not a very good scam, obviously. That's why he only had $2. Let's see what happened to Matt Diamond. Some of them are not very, some of them are not very successful as scams. Some of them are very talented. Some of them, can get Jake Udell, send them the part of their coin within like 5 days. That really does take a talent. Okay, so that was my May 4th.
And what was the biggest rug pull that you see, the biggest scam? Maybe top 3 or 1?
Well, obviously, Matt O'Donnell was the biggest one. Yeah, so this account, rug pulls. Oh, and we see Angel Fund also selling. Yeah. So this was what? May 4th. And it comes here on May 4th. Yeah, so obviously you know from just looking at these numbers what this account is about. Okay, latest name. Oh, here. Yeah, so this account is the one I want to look at. Yep. Okay, yeah. We're gonna look this one up because this is Matt O'Donnell running his scams. And this is how I'm able to say it's still Matt O'Donnell, people. Don't invest. Oh, no. Wrong.
Did you remember the case of D2K?
Oh, yeah. I looked him up. He wasn't ongoing. He did that one and then he never reappeared.
No, there was
We can't
D5K.
look him up because I did look him up. I wanted to see if he was related to anyone on the platform. Because like you can trace these accounts back to the original account, like whoever started the very first scam, you can trace it all back. But 2K a day came on the platform independently. Like no one sent him coins from what I remember. And it doesn't show where the money went to. Or maybe that changed, now that people can cash out. Maybe he did He did cash out in the end. We can look it up. So this Panda account, who is Matt O'Donnell, is sending $4,000 something through several anonymous accounts, and then he on his way he tries to start another scams, run another scams,
create the big chain.
Sell my coin. He keeps creating accounts and then coming back. Yeah, I remember this actually. We can look this up. What was the original name? Here, Matthew O'Donnell.
This is one, yeah?
This is not the original one. This is some other one he's been running afterwards. I think this could be the original one.
Yeah, but why he named every account like Matthew O'Donnell or something
Well,
like that?
he I don't know. He tried to, from what I remember.
He didn't have an imagination or something like
Who
this.
knows? Who knows?
Or maybe there is a solid reason for that. I don't know. Interesting pattern.
I remember when he left, he posted something about him being from the LGBT community and how like he wasn't accepted on the platform or something like that. So this kind of speaks for maybe he tried to come back and under a new name. So yeah, so this was one of his other accounts on his way. And then some not in use. And then this could be his original one, or almost.
I think you need to make an article about him.
Let's look this one up. What's the name history here? Okay, 3 name changes. Matt O'Donnell wallet. Okay, so he must have put money into this account. So a lot of transactions. This could be his original one. Yeah, let's look it up. "15 name changes." Yep, Matt O'Donnell. This is his original. Yeah, this is his original account.
Yeah. Prosper Cloud is very useful to check names.
Yeah. Let's go back to, let's see what he's doing now. I love how Prosper Cloud now shows all name changes ever done, because they change the name and then you can't find them. Okay, we got Panda got new as the current name. Let's see what happened to the money. Okay, he's done a lot of stuff with this one. Yeah, so the reason I paid attention to his account was I actually was after Balasius, and then I saw that he sent some Bitclout to Balasius And I already knew Velasquez is a scam. And I
Mhm.
remember in the past, there were two scams that worked together. And
Mhm.
one account, Scarlet something, sent coins of Jake Udell, like 400 worth of coins of Jake Udell to
Mhm.
Bit Calligraphy.
Mhm.
And like for no reason, she's been on the platform for 6 days. Like, would someone new to the platform for 6 days send $400 to a person that she doesn't know? So I thought it was very suspicious. So I looked up into both of them, and it showed that they are actually one. They are connected. They came from the same source. So I thought,
Mhm.
what if so I was like, what is this Panda account about? And I started looking into it. And, to my surprise, it was Matt O'Donnell. So that's how I ran into him. But let's see. This is his new creation. Okay, the biggest amount went into this account. Yeah, he's creating these accounts like I don't know how is he not able to like lose track. So this public account is actually the blockchain. So he did cash out some of that money
Mhm.
based on what it shows. Yeah, so 6,800 cashed out today. 315 on June 23rd, 2,100 on June 23rd, another 2,100 on June 20. Oh no, okay, that came from a different account. 544 on June 22nd, $103 again on June 22nd. So he's been basically cashing this all out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Thank you so much, Diana,
Yeah.
for this
Mm-hmm.
very detailed story of how to use different tools to
Mm-hmm.
identify a scammer.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very informative.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for joining. This
Yeah.
is
Yes, thank you.
I hope it helps.
maybe Cindy Rose has some questions. So please ask.
No, I don't have questions. I was following along. I mean, I think you already said it. It would be helpful if you could put together a document just with some of the resources you use and maybe a few of the steps that you go through.
So I'm a little conflicted about that because they keep getting more creative. Like they figure out how they can be traced, so they find out another way of kind of going under the radar. So like part of me thinks I don't want to give them the information of how I catch them
Oh, you think that, okay. Yeah, no, I get it.
because they will come up with another system.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Yeah, but maybe some basic schemes that they are using, and
Uh-huh.
they know that you know them.
Uh-huh.
So maybe some basic steps what you can do in order to prevent some very simple
Like
scams.
simple scams. Yeah. Like they've already figured out that sending Bitclout to the new account is going to be traced and people
Yeah,
will
there
know
is an
it's a
idea for
scam.
you. So we can like create a page, for example, create a page on Cloud Forum, which will be devoted to you, and you will just put some ordinary schemes about it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you need to refresh new schemes or something like this, you can add it, and it will be
Mm-hmm.
like a database or something like this if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can do it by your own, creating your site or blog,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's on the blockchain. There's really only so many ways that
It's
you move money around, right? So maybe, I don't know how much they can learn from this to completely change the game. I mean, the other thing is you don't have to share it publicly. You could just post available upon request, right? And someone requests it that you think is sketchy, you pretend you didn't get the message.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, I guess going forward, I would really want to see or hear feedback after this. Like if people were able to, learn how this works and if they have any questions.
Yeah, I think that feedback will be good, but the one reason that might be confusing for them is that today we have like a story mode of lecturing, and when we will have a mode when you have like a document that you go by points, it will be easier to get them how to learn it. Maybe, and this is what I would suggest to you. Maybe you would think about creating your course about this, and thus payable course. I mean that will require some money from listeners, students. Thus you will avoid the problem of being public available. So I think that thus you can avoid the scammers. Know that you know.
What about this video that you are now capturing? Is it going to be available to anyone, or who is going to
About
be
this
available?
video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's streaming to YouTube and Twitch, and it's available. Do you want me to close it?
We can probably stop now, right?
Yeah. So we are finishing our lecture with Dianchik. At least it's open part. And if you want to learn more about it, you can contact Dianchik or Cloud Forum for further and more detailed ways of getting to know what is the scam and how to identify them. Thank you very much for watching it.